31-28. Yes.
We finished 5 rounds, headed to the 6th and final round here. Platform final at the SECs, and it is a close race. Less than 3 points separating the top 4. Frazier McKean from Auburn is the leader, and he will lead off this round with his final dive.
And in a way, it's nice that he's the first diver in this round, because he's going to set the stage, and maybe, if he does a terrific inward 3.5 somersault, put the pressure on the rest of the field that they're going to have to live up to in order to beat him. He's never won a title. Well, he does a terrific last round dive. Did he need that? Boy, this is really nice. It's a great time to do one of your favorite dives and to do one of your best dives. And he kicks out. He sees the water in front of him. That's so important to be able to line up. And that's the way to do it.
Strong final dive from McKean. 81.60. Will he be the champ? Will that be enough? We'll find out. Here's his teammate, Michael Barron.
Michael's final round dive is a little bit lower degree of difficulty, so he's going to need some really high scores to even consider being in the top 3. It's 3.0 degree of difficulty. Most of the divers in the final round are doing a 3.2 or above. Remember, you multiply the judges' scores times the degree of difficulty. Arms up, throw them down as you jump up to create 3.5 somersaults. Look at the water, grab the hands. That's a great picture of grabbing the hands before he goes into the water to make the hole that your body goes through.
63 total in his final dive in the platform.
4.207.3.6.
Ford McClenny from A&M, the junior.
Okay, now this is the highest degree of difficulty dive being done in the last round. He loves this dive, this back 3.5 somersault pike. No other males doing it in the competition. 3.6, not wasting any time. Oh, that was really good. And once again, these divers are rallying in the last round. That is wonderful to see. And, you know, if you have a bad couple of rounds, this is the sign of a champion. You come back and you put a dive together like this in the final round. You put the pressure on, and he will go right into first place with that back 3.5 pike.
He led after round 3, and here he is again in a challenge for the title, in the lead now after an 86.4. John Santu, the senior.
Defending champion John Santu has just had a rough go of it, and there's no possible way he can be first or second. Now he would have to receive 10s on his back 2.5 with 2.5 twists in order to be in third at this point in the contest. And I only tell you that because it's important to know sometimes the divers want to know what they need to receive, and other times they don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to get involved in the scores at all. I like this dive. I think it's very nice. I'd like to see his knees a little straighter in that tuck position, but that's one of his better dives, and like I said, he's had a rough meet.
And he should be happy with that score, 81.6.
That's what I did it for.
Sean McKinney, the LSU senior.
Well, I really like his technique. He misses that entry just slightly, but he's just got a great feel for getting his arms through, jumping on this dive, wrapping up a really nice straight body twist. and he could just perfect that entry, that would pay off big time. Still a nice dive.
.72 for McKinney. Here's Greg Ferrucci, senior from Kentucky, in contention here for the platform title. His final dive in round 6.
And it's his final SEC dive ever. He's never won a title. He was 4th in every event at the NCAAs last year. He is a very good diver, and he needs 9s. It's a beautiful dive, an inward 3.5, but I don't know that he's going to get enough 9s. He needs more 9s than 8.5s, and I would say 8.5s definitely a possibility, but you're going to see as he goes in the water, he's just slightly short of vertical, and I emphasized that. And you see that splash going up short of vertical? That's the only reason he might not receive 9s.
A great dive, but you see the totals, 80 points, not enough there.
Wow. Almost.
Mauricio Robles, now the sophomore from Tennessee.
Was second on both the other springboards, the 1 meter and the 3 meter springboard, but he's not going to be in the top 3. There's no possible way that he can score enough points. 10's the limit, and he needs 12s. A back 2.5 with 1.5 twist. He's got so many assets in diving, but he just couldn't do certain dives well enough tonight to stay in the hunt.
.65.6 for Robles. The leader.
No, he's not.
It's up for grabs here. Frazier McKean from Auburn, the junior. McClinney from A&M has been in the hunt. And here's David Banucki coming off a 92-point dive. Final dive here, round 6.
And I don't know if David knows he needs 8.5s, but I bet you Ford McClinney knows that David needs 8.5s on this dive. Ford McClinney is such an enthusiastic diver. Tied for second last year with this man. Of course, he's already won the 3 meter here at the SEC. Ford McClinney has. Banucki needs 8.5s. He's not going to receive it. Ford McClinney is going to be the champion. That will make title number 2. Banucki's dive had all the makings of those 8.5s, and he gets a little bit anxious as he kicks out, and you see that splash coming up short. And there's his coach, Jamie Sweeney. They knew what they needed to do.
And the champion hails from Texas A&M, Ford McClinney. He's won the 3 meter, and now he's platform champion.
That was awesome. There you go. Oh, there's my hand. Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, man. Nice job.
For the great job finishers for men's platform, please report to the jury.
Trey, you set this up. You said what a great contest this is going to be. Talk a little bit about all the changes and how many people got a shot.
Well, it was a leaderboard that had a lot of different leaders down the stretch. Great diving in the final 2 rounds, but Ford McClinney comes out on top, wins a 3 meter, and now wins the platform, edging out Frazier McKean. Greg Ferrucci from Kentucky in 3rd.
Yeah, we might not have seen the depth, the great diving all the way through the contest, but we certainly saw an interesting contest in the last 2 rounds where it could have been anybody's, and Ford McClinney got up there with the highest degree of difficulty dive in the last round and went after it, nailed it. What a terrific last round for him.
Big moment for Texas A&M. Here's Rowdy Gaines with the winner.
In 8th place, John Hunter from Auburn University with 346.45.
Ford, first of all, 3 points, less than 3 points separated the top 4 divers before that last dive. Did you know that at all? And if you did, what was going through your mind?
I was just hoping for a medal, you know. That's all that was going through my mind. And I was just like, one last dive, do it, make it your best. And
you're walking out of here with 2 golds. And I saw you, I was watching you right before David did that last dive. What was going through your mind there, especially when he hit the water? As soon as he hit the water, I think you knew.
David's an awesome diver, and I was just like, man, he could hit this and he could win right now. Like right this second, he gets 10s, he'll drop it. Like he can do.
Well, congratulations. Awesome diving here.
I'm going back down.
In second place from Auburn University, Fraser McKeon, 413.25. And the 2014 Men's Platform SEC champion from Texas A&M, Ford McClenny.
Our next event is the 400-yard medley relay. This is a time final event.